So let's we got to move on because we're gonna get to these fan mock drafts, and then we have my full first rounder. So we're gonna get to fan mock drafts. I've gathered some. I got sent one by my. I'm only doing this because he's the only one that really sent me one that I saw. Benji, shout out. And then a lot of these are from our Crunch Time account, which you can send. We'll probably do one more segment before the draft. So get your mocks in. I saw some got them in today. So I got about 5. So we're gonna get through these and grade them. So these are all from Lions fans, listeners, loyal listeners. This first one, I don't know the names for these. So if you see yours, you can point it out. But there's a lot here, so I don't know exactly who's who. But for the first one here, it seems like there's a crap ton of picks that the Lions got. I don't know what kind of black magic or what do they call it? Whatever voodoo stuff you pulled to get a first, a second, 2 fourths, 5th, and 6th.
Jesus,
I don't know what. I don't know what this is, but we'll just keep going. Donovan Izaraku at 30. Okay. That's in the traded pick. They moved back. Jonah, I don't know how to say his last name.
Yep.
I'm not even going to butcher that. Offensive lineman, interior offensive lineman at 60, Darius Alexander. So they pick 30, 56, 60, 102. 102, Chris Paul Jr., 109, Ozzie Trapillo. Offensive tackle, Boston College. 130, Jared Ivey.
130.
Yep. And then Lathan Ransom, 132. I mean, holy picks.
Oh, my God.
Noah Williams at 170, 196, Dante Thornton, 228, Pat Bryant. And then 244, Thomas Fidone, the second. I like him.
No Sean Dolak, though.
No, I like Fidone. But yeah, I don't listen, man.
Left no crumbs.
Yeah, I'll say some of the players and the positions, like, there we go. That's like, if you somehow got a lot of those guys, it's like a dream. Like Pat Bryant that late, Lathan Ransom at 132. I know Jared Ivey's dropped a lot, but if you get him at 130, that's like value. Chris Paul, they've met with him, I think, 1 million times. Donovan Izaraku, like you're adding Donovan Izaraku, Chris Paul, Jared Ivey.
I mean, I like
Lathan
the players.
Ransom, Darius
I don't
Alexander.
know. I mean, one of these have to hit, right, boys? I mean,
you might have like 4 that hit.
At least 3 of them do.
Pat Bryant. I just don't think. I do think there's a sense with a lot of these. It's like the contracts with these rookie deals. I think there is something to that. In open roster spots, I guess.
There's a lot. You're going to cut like 3 of these guys. I mean, that's just how it goes. Because like, there's no way. I mean, this is way too many players. This is how many players is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 10, 11, 12, 11, 12 players. I mean, geez. Because
like, I do remember Mike Payton. Look at the trade. That trade. You just got like that's and just to trade back 2 spots, you just got like 10. That's funny. I remember. I think it was Mike Payton a couple weeks ago after our last signing that the Lions had. That put an article out and was saying, "Hey, the Lions are done." Like he thought the Lions were done making moves in free agency, and the reasoning was they were at a certain point on the roster, like a certain number. And if you add in the draft picks that they had, and then if you look back at like the last 4 or 5 years, UDFAs, they typically bring in a certain amount, or they've brought in like a minimum of amount, and Brad likes UDFAs. And if you added all of those up, like they were way over the number that they would be for OTAs and like the active roster that they need to be to. So that was why it was like, if they do make trades, they probably are going to, if they trade up into the second or into the first again, they're probably going to get rid of some from this year just because of roster spots. Unless they want to go like less UDFAs. So
let's give a grade on that one. Drop your grades. A lot of
I got two player wise. If we're talking just players, A+,
I'd say.
Yeah.
Rocco at 30, Boone, your boy.
Yeah, it's a good. Yeah, good players, man, in the draft.
Realistic,
good players. Now the amount of picks, F. Just too many picks.
Yeah, out again, Boone. Mike's out.
For the next pick or the next draft, we have Benji. Shout out Benji. This is Benji's draft. I think it's 4 picks. I don't think he did a full one. But we'll grade them based on 4 picks. Gray Zabel at 28, 60. Femi Oladejo, 87. CJ West in 130. Jonas Sinker.
Here's the thing. I like the players. Like, I love CJ West. I think he's a sleeper in this draft. We just got done talking about Sanker. Don't know about you boys. I would have concern about Femi being the only edge taken in the first 4 rounds just because he's played 1 year at the edge spot. Otherwise than that, he's been an off-the-ball linebacker. Not saying like it can't work out, but I don't think this is a player you trust year 1 and even at the beginning of year 2 to go out there and start making noise for this front 7, at least on the defensive line.
Yeah, I like this draft a lot. I like it.
I don't think Oladejo is going to be there at 60. I think he's going to be in the 40s, 50s.
I think Benji cooked on this one. I think that the only thing you'd say is you probably want like a more surefire guy at edge, but other than that, like he picked good players. I mean, Grace Abel, CJ West, Jonas Sanker, Femi. Like Femi's a good player, and if Femi turns out and he's pretty productive off the edge, then yeah, this draft age is a lot better. But I like the first 4 picks.
Is there any more picks?
No, he only did 4, the first 4.
Okay.
So
I would say after this, you go get a wide receiver, go get Nick Nash or something.
He said, I'd say that run to free agency, grab another edge if this were to take place.
I still think that I think whether it happens before within the next 10 days or not, I still think Zadarius Smith is going to be a Lion. So I think
after you think.
I probably after because I feel like it would have been done by now.
Yeah.
But I do think that Zadarius is going to be. I think it's either like a Zadarius or like a Matt Judon is going to be on this team. So like that's where if we end up getting one guy like Oladejo, I'll be sitting there going, okay. Obviously, in the moment, I'm going to be a little like, all right, what are we doing, boys, after the weekend's over? But I still would be hopeful that Brad's still working. Do you guys remember the comments that Brad made about Edge? Him and Dan?
Yeah. Not about Edge.
He said we're like he said we're always looking for talent in every position, but he said specifically Edge. Like I know it might not look like it, but he was like, if I find someone better and it's realistic and I can get the thing done, he's like, I'm doing it. He was pretty transparent on it. That's why sometimes I don't get as frustrated of him not getting those deals done because he's been pretty open and adamant about those guys.
So let's get to the next one here. All right. This here, I don't know who this is, but I like it already. And if it is yours, please comment. Walter Nolan at 28. And then they trade
back.
I mean, received 65, 199. In New York, they did. They traded up.
They traded back 5.
Traded back 5. I'll say this just right off the jump. I just don't think that's realistic with Oladejo.
Traded back for 2/3. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think you have to trade up for Oladejo. Maybe I'm wrong. I think he ends up going in the 40s or almost at the beginning of the second round.
So Walter Nolan, Femi, Charles Grant, your boy Isaac Tesla. Did you send this draft, Lucas?
I know. That's why I was like, I like this draft.
Seth McLaughlin, and then Ty Robinson, Jordan Hancock. Yeah,
that's a good one.
If the Lions walked away with this draft class, I would be through the roof because I know I just talked about Femi kind of being the only true edge there. But if you're able to get Walter Nolan, to Boone's point, like, okay, maybe you just go Marcus Davenport, Zadarius Smith again, and then you have Femi sitting back there. But if you bring in Walter Nolan, especially with Aleem out, like that's a pass rushing defensive tackle that could turn into, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a comp for him, but it's harder at the top of the moment. He just plays fucking angry, man. He's athletic. I love Walter Nolan. I don't think there's any way. You'd have to trade up. Like, I love all these players, but I don't think the picks are realistic. But if you move up for Walter Nolan, Femi's in there somehow. Everybody else, like, realistic, I think. But I love this draft.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. I'm at this point, boys, where it's like I really want Ty Robinson to be in a Detroit Lion. Like I want to see what this would look like.
If my only thing I'll say, and this is just my opinion, I like Isaac Tesla. I don't think he's 3rd round pick material. I don't think he's a 3rd round pick, man.
All right, glad someone said it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I didn't. No, I think
and that again, the guy would route me up. But I'm not arguing.
I love Isaac Tesla.
But the reality, I'm just basing it off of like projection, like 102 Isaac Tesla. Like if you're drafting in the 3rd round, dude, you're expecting big things out of Isaac Tesla. Like I think he's probably better suited if they took him, 5th, 6th. Maybe he won't be there in the 6th.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be there
in the 5th. Round 3's a little. I think a little
rich.
There you go, Klotz.
I disagree. I think he's a late round guy. When I tweeted out that they met with him in my tweet, I literally said he's a guy you could steal at the end of the draft. I think he's a guy. And even 6 is. It's not being disrespectful. Like I just think
Klotz likes him. Which I don't blame you.
Like I think he's good, but again, like Klotz, if you want to talk about Shamar Stewart not having the production, like Isaac Tesla's had like 500 yards his 2 years at Arkansas each. Like he hasn't had the production.
In the 4th, 5th round.
But like in the 5th round, like Nick Nash is sitting there who led the country in yards and touchdowns. I'm taking him, and he's an X. Like I'm taking him. I think I like Isaac Tesla.
I don't think like when I think of like Nick Nash, Pat Bryant, Kyle Williams, I think of those guys as like 3rd, 4th round guys. I think of Isaac Tesla as like the beginning of that tier after because guys, he's 6'4". Like let's not forget he's 6'4", blocks his ass off and runs a 4.4. So like translating wise, I understand Boone like. I'm not going to be here like, oh, the production, like who cares? Like, no, production matters. That's why he's not going to be a top 3 round pick. But like, if you're asking him to translate, like
but
like
there are guys who have the production and do that as well. Like Nash will block.
Seriously.
But like those guys do, like these guys do it. Pat Bryant will block. He won't drop passes. He has the production. He does
I don't like he's not. I'm not saying he's like that tier under Pat Bryant, Kyle Williams,
which I think is 5th, 6th.
Well, the next mock we have here. By the way, the Benjis, I like that one a lot. I give that one an A.
Yeah, that was
this one with Walter Nolan, I really like. I mean, these are all pretty good so far.
I'll give it an A-.
Yeah, I like this one. I'd probably give it a similar grade there. This last one we'll do. I don't know whose this is either, but Gray Zabel at 28. And then trade with the Eagles.
That's interesting.
Lions received 64 and 164. Eagles received 60. So they trade back and they take Femi, Jonas Sanker, Pat Bryant, Jackson Hawes, Howard Cross III, Colin Oliver, and Sean.
Come on, Sean.
This is a Klotz guy. This is a Klotz guy.
A plus.
Who sent this in? Can you go look?
That I don't know. I pulled these all off our Twitter. I'd have to go back and look. And we don't have enough time. But if it is yours, comment on this video or on the channel. I mean, I'd love to see who it is. This is another good one. I mean, I don't mind this one. I think my critique would probably be another. I just want an edge besides Oladejo, man. Like a bigger player who's played edge more consistently, a little more like reliable. Like Oladejo to me is like someone that I think could thrive at edge, but we've only seen him 1 year. Like, I think you're basically just taking a swing on him and being like, all right, Oladejo, give me 8 to 9 sacks a year or 7 to 9, whatever. I'd like one more edge in this draft.
I almost look at his Oladejo as like less experienced Jahad Campbell. Like
and Colin Oliver. Sorry, I just want to say this. Colin Oliver is a fine player. I think that's a fine pick. They took Colin Oliver. That's another edge, but a little higher. But anyway, sorry, Klotzy, go on.
No. I was just saying, I think he pretty much is the same thing as Jahad Campbell. You're just leaning on him to be more of a pass rusher. Campbell's just so good at playing linebacker, keep him there. But he's never going to be like an edge, in my opinion.
They took Pat Bryant, though, in the 4th. Isaac Tesla.
4th round, though. The value, I'm telling you, 4th round.
I'm taking Pat Bryant over Isaac Tesla. I agree with you boys there.
Hey, what's going on there? It's Jeff Iafrate. Appreciate you for finishing the video. You can check out one of the videos here suggested or show support by commenting, liking, and subscribing. And buy your merchandise, FisherCTSports.com.